Hello beautiful people, my name is bunnishyy and I recently spent 100 days in Minecraft SKYBLOCK for the very first time. I've never played SKYBLOCK before, so I went in with little to no knowledge of how this works. Of course, I know the basics of what SKYBLOCK is, but when I say basics, I mean basics. So if you are a SKYBLOCK mega pro and you think this video will irritate you, I'm sorry, please don't click on this video. It's fun, I swear. We do a lot of fun things and at the end you get to see my beautiful base once it's all finished. So without further ado, let's start with this bad boy. And so here we are, the sun shines on a beautiful Minecraft morning. First I look in the chest and grab what I need. Skim through this useless book, then decided to upset Mother Nature and ruin her babies. Losing one on the way. Now watch me successfully make a cobblestone generator. I definitely didn't fail the first time and then reset after watching how to make one on YouTube. I bunny hop to celebrate, like always, and then go to chop down this tree. You thought I would leave it floating, didn't you? I proceeded to do the basic Minecraft things like making a crafting table and then an axe. You know how this stuff works. Now watch me mine my first cobblestone. Mining cobblestone is so infuriating, I'll never get used to this. The lava kept eating at my precious gold. I mean cobble. I upgraded my wood to cobble, then finished chopping down my tree. While I wait for the sapling to hopefully drop, I extend my base just a little bit. Then it happened, my first sapling. I was so happy. I understand why this is such a fantastic feeling in the SKYBLOCK world. Look at me go. The sun sets for the very first time, saying goodbye to the pitiful island that I call home. This is going to be a long journey. And with that, I gave my hand a cobblestone workout all night long, trying to get used to the smell of burning lava right next to me. I'm definitely going to need a pedicure after this. Rise and shine, boys. On day 2, I decided to branch out to the dark oak biome, considering it had the most wood. I was feeling confident until this happened. Yep, I just left chocolate pellets everywhere. It didn't take me long before reaching my destination though, with a few trips back to get more cobble of course. The space between these islands are very farther than I thought they would be. I ended up forgetting my axe, so I punched the living daylight out of this whole tree with my bare hands, feeling like a dumb bunny. Everything was going extremely well until this happened. I knew I had a fear of heights, but that sealed the deal. I finished chopping down the tree like a total boss and started watching the leaves religiously. Then it happened, my first dark oak sapling. I agree with you, I look a little stupid, but just as deers stare at headlights, I was staring down those falling leaves. And it worked because I managed to get exactly 4 saplings. I happily hopped all the way back to my base with my new friends. And then it hit me. It's nighttime, so I smelted some of that new wood to make charcoal so we can get our first source of light. I was feeling good and proud of myself, so I gave myself a sword that I ended up forgetting about. I have no idea where I put it. It was a kind gesture though, but Mother Nature decided to give me a warning for what I did to her earlier. I have a feeling this is how I'm going to die soon. But with that soothing hot tub accident out of the way, I proceeded to make my base safer with some new mini walls. I watched a zombie fail to kill me, which made me laugh at his death. How cute. I teased that dead baby zombie and a spider from my safe base and then lured him in like the pretty bunny I am. Then killed him to show dominance. And with that, I mined through my second night, but this night didn't go so well. I wasn't recording when I fell into lava and died. Remember when I said I was a dumb bunny? Well, I wasn't recording for all of day 3 and a lot happened. I made a new safer cobblestone generator and a starter tree farm platform. But something big happened. I got my first apple. I was so happy at the moment I didn't even realize how important this apple will be for me in the future. Making a big decision on day 4 though, I'm starting an early mob farm. It doesn't get done until a few days later, but I'm thinking ahead and I'm thinking big. Within minutes I got sick of doing the mob farm platform, so just like any other girl would, I started decorating my base. It's a simple ad, but it makes me happy. A happy bunny throws things in the air to celebrate its achievements. I added a door just to make it feel more like a home, even though it won't protect me at all. Chop chop chop, lads! After chopping the tree, I enjoy my first meal ever. More like a snack. I felt like improving my food source, so I made a small yet ugly farm, but the water didn't appear for some reason, so I left it. Man, oh man, was day 5 an impactful one. I started off by making my bridge a little safer. I definitely feel like doing this should be accounted as an Olympic sport. But nothing can beat my epic bridge sprints though. I never skip out on leg day, except when I'm playing Minecraft every day, but who can blame me? When I got back, I tried the water again and it worked! I had an issue though because a skeleton infiltrated the base and I died for the second time. His aim was just too immaculate. That pissed me off, so with 3 hearts and revenge in mind, I killed the enderman who was camping in my base. All I did for day 6 was work on the mob farm and get more cobblestone. I know, fun. But wait, something interesting did happen on day 7 because as I was building, a creeper wanted to entertain me a little bit by killing me. More building on day 8, but no deaths this time. Enough was enough, so I finally started working on moving my tree farm base. Day 10 was a blessing though, as I happened to see a zombie villager near my base. It was a horror movie trying to trap in, and quite literally because he killed me. My tree farm is finally getting a new platform on day 11, I know, exciting, but I accidentally made a mob breeding ground instead. So what do? I challenge that zombie to a 1v1. And look at that, my first piece of wool, how exciting. By day 12, my trees have a new home. But that night I did something stupid. I was feeling way too confident and that never ends well for me. And by day 13, I reached unlimited water and my mob farm was finally up and running and it works way too well. It made me feel like I'm cheating. I never have to feel confident again. And look at that, after 13 days, I can finally stop eating rotten flesh and have some tasty buns. Then it happened, my very first piece of iron. I think I'm gonna cry. And guess what, even better, I finally got enough string to make a bed. I can't stop hopping for joy. The next few days, I focused on working on my treehouse. Bob the Builder has nothing on me because by day 18, I was getting close to finishing when I noticed a wandering trader above my mob farm. Just in case he was trying to steal my precious mob droppings, I killed him. It was a pretty pitiful fight though. Hitting the big 2-0, I spent my first time in my brand new treehouse. Ah, the air is fresh up here. I was so happy I didn't have to hear that zombie villager again. Speaking of which, it's about time we get started on him. Waking up on day 21, I decided to pick up that book that I called useless at the start of this video, only to find out that it had all the information I was having problems with. Ah, read books, kids. Enough was enough. I was tired of starving on a few apples that dropped, so I had big plans in mind. A huge farm. That once again turned into another accidental mob farm. Day 24, I finished the farm platform and I was thrilled. No more rotten flesh. After struggling with my favorite water glitch once again, I finally started planting my seeds. I hope Mother Nature is happy now. I ate rotten flesh for the very last time and then puked it all out. Never again. This morning I had a hunger for some delicious buns, so I used some bone meal and got myself some. And something cool happened while I was farming mobs for the iron that they won't drop. I got a potion of instant health. How did I get that before 3 pieces of iron? I don't know, but I'm happy with it. Starting a new project on day 27, I'm making a chest room. I was too lazy to go all the way up into my bedroom with all the chests, so I'm making one closer to the middle. Today I wanted to organize my horrific chest, but God had other plans for me. But after that embarrassing death, I did end up organizing my chest beautifully. Look how nice this is. And that night, my bad eyesight was feeling generous because in the distance, I spotted a sand temple. I had big plans for the next few days, and now that I saw that beauty. But before then, I mined down my least favorite Minecraft tree and got some pumpkins. Ooh. A random storm occurred though, which made my walk home very terrifying. But that fear didn't last long because on day 29, my whole body and soul was fiending for that desert temple, so I crafted a bunch of cobblestone slabs and started on my journey. But on the way, something caught my eye. It wasn't the desert temple. After about 14 minutes of my slab workout, I noticed what it was. A seed temple? No way I'm going in there. I wasn't going to fail again, so by the morning of the 30th day, I finally reached the desert temple. Diamonds and iron, here I come. I mined through the middle, but I soon found out that that was a stupid mistake. I make a lot of those, don't I? My heart was pounding as I mined all the way down. I took all the TNT, and I was so excited. This was a huge moment. My hopes were high, maybe too high because I didn't get much. But I did grab a golden apple, which almost made me cry because we were finally getting closer to healing our villager friend. As the sun sets, I run desperately to get home safe with my golden apple. Day 31, I found a lush cave and found an axolotl, but I didn't bring a bucket. No iron again, but I found something worth more value. Dripstone. The cave made me feel like I was in a normal world again. How sentimental. Back at the mob farm on day 32, and a rare zombie chicken appeared, and I was panicking for the life of that chicken. But from one animal to another, I saved that chicken, and I finally had my first animal. I spent all day and night making a small home for him. I found one witch, and this was my moment, and I wasn't looking back. I didn't care how many times I died, I'm curing this villager. And promise me, I died a lot. And I almost lost a villager in the sunlight. I would have quit this whole video if he died. Okay, let's do a death montage. But finally, it happened. I was literally panicking so badly when it happened, and I was shaking like a maniac. Shout out to the stray kids. I can't believe I have to do all of this over again just so I can breed these bad boys. I will never forget day 36 when I walked in and saw another form of human life besides me on this island. And literally 30 seconds later, I almost murdered him. Gosh, how have I managed to make it this far? I gave him the boat ride of his life all the way to the trading hall I started working on last night. And after many attempts, I got my first farmer. Let's make that bread, baby. And so I farmed my wheat and locked that bad boy in. I woke up on day 37 wondering what I'm doing with my life like I always do. I went back and got that axolotl, and what you guys didn't know was through those few days, little by little, I built a bridge all the way to the Witch's Hut Island. I know, I'm on a roll after that horrible last few clips. I took the cauldron, and now I can finally start farming for lava. Man, I'm starting to feel like a pro. Don't ask me why the cat is floating. I don't know what happened with the replay mod, but this floating cat is now my new companion. With the moon shining, I fished in my 1-block pond and tamed him. On day 38, I tried making a lava farm, and I'm going to be honest, I had no idea what I was doing. But with some YouTube help, I got something, I hope. But something occurred to me, and that was my axolotl has no home and has been stuck in that tiny bucket, so I worked on a place for him to swim. It took all day, but he finally could swim around freely. Kinda. At this point, I was watching it for way too long, and I was pretty sure I did something wrong. I sat at the mob farm trying to get a zombie villager and a witch. It was a painful process, but I finally got one. wasn't a great strategy, but it worked. I woke up on day 41 still not knowing what I'm doing. You could say I was a little too excited because I started building a place where my future villagers can breed. I don't even have any gold yet though, so who knows when this house will have company. I spent the next 2 days farming, and by day 43, I found a jungle temple, diamonds this time perhaps. I've been through a lot of these in my Minecraft years, but it's still scary every time. I gathered everything like a kid in a candy shop, and oh, what is this loot? Tell me why the second hidden chest is even worse. So I ran all the way home extremely disappointed. The only thing that would make me happy is some lava. No lava again, but I got a zombie villager on a chicken. How lucky can I be? But wait, I also got another zombie chicken, so I can finally breed them together. I lost my last chicken because he despawned, so I can't lose these two. I had big plans of finally building my iron farm on day 45. I gathered all the blocks I needed with some distraction, of course. I farmed some more iron so I had enough to make some hoppers, so by day 46 I could finally start building. Don't ask me why it took this long to make this, but to be fair, I've never made an iron farm before, so I had no idea what I was doing. And I worked on the farm all day on 47, but that night I did something stupid. I was pushing random buttons and panicking because I had my only bucket on me. Then I just accepted my death. I felt so horrible and sad. It was the first time I died in the void. Waking up on day 48, I knew I had to do something. I just wasn't making any progress. I had no armor, no iron tools, no villagers, and no nether portal. I asked for some help from my sister, who was nervous because we had nothing. But I wasn't doing this alone. It was already starting extremely badly as I died even before getting inside. But I was destined to get diamonds, so we slept and went back on day 49. With basically no armor and a stone sword, we pushed our way inside. And luck was starting to be on my side as the random block I happened to break was a secret room full of something huge. It was looking way too good for us. But that luck was proven to be fake because minutes in, I had my first of many deaths. But that didn't lower my self-esteem, and not at all, so we kept pushing through. We caught some cute blue boys before dying again. Oh, hello, boys! We went back on day 50, and look, I died as soon as we got there.
He sees us.
Why is it always me?
I killed you.
At this point, my body was becoming numb, but we made it to a chest that was huge.
A notch apple.
A notch apple? I can't look at him. I have to let him free. I also freed the iron golem because he was just too cute to kill. Got fed to the zombie apocalypse before finding more cauldrons and some trapped souls I left for the dead. We named the blue boys Jimin, and he wasn't helping us at all. Do something, Jimmins.
Jimmins.
Do something.
All the members of BTS.
All the members, do something. But Jimin had good intentions because he led me to what I came here for, the diamond block. We found more obsidian and it was looking good once again. Oh, never mind. But all hail the last chest.
It is. Ooh, quick charge 3 and turtle eggs.
Big things happened the morning of D1 because I finally cured my second villager and breeding will soon commence. It was a big moment in my Minecraft life. After struggling with these big-nosed lads, we finally started breeding them. We also had some fun with text-to-speech.
Hi, Urgent Stay says it's time to breed, boys. Hi, Urgent Stay says eat up, boys.
And a little bit later, we had our first baby. I will never forget day 53 as I was expanding my dream forever farm, and walking back I saw light from my lava farm. I finally had a lava source. On day 54 I spotted the gray pumpkin rising from the pumpkin patch. He was a stingy boy, but I soon tamed him. And that night, I worked on getting my villagers in the spawner, and I was watching the last one almost die. But I soon had to move this whole thing because I did it wrong. The next couple of days, I was so stressed over the stupid iron farm that I forgot to record a lot that happened. But I basically grinded and grinded. I farmed so I could trade, get more villagers, and one of them gave me a looting 2 sword, which I used to try and get more iron, enough to craft an anvil. I grinded and grinded some more, destined to get that iron farm. I even started building a huge barn for my crops, and it was the ugliest thing I've ever built, so I called it the ugly barn. I hope this build goes down in history as the ugliest barn in Minecraft. Thank you. Don't ask me why I made the roof so big. I was just filling in the time while waiting for more mobs to spawn. But I finally got enough iron to make that dang anvil, and the iron farm was up and running. On day 63, I got some decent starter trades going, and I farmed my huge farm for the very first time. It took a total of 14 minutes in real time. It's still not big enough for me though. My dream to have the biggest farm is in the works though. Day 64, I tried to light a portal with lava for the very first time. I was pretty sure it wasn't going to work, and I was staring at the ugly barn when I turned around and saw that purple glow. So to celebrate, I ate dinner while watching its beauty. And that night, a new boy showed his interest in taking part in my cat army. I finished building the nether house on day 65, and it was much cuter than the ugly barn. It's kind of savage that she was built right in front of that hideous of a barn, but I felt bad, so I did a bow to the holy ugly barn for good luck. I entered the nether for the first time, and it was not a good feeling. I built over the first island I saw, and it was like the spawn island from another dimension. I absolutely hated it here. I was so scared but feeling brave enough to keep going, and that was a bad idea because I found a bastion. I sadly lost a gold block, but I wasn't going to explore this today. Day 68, I mined my first piece of obsidian, my new diamond pickaxe, in hopes of getting an enchanting table soon. I also gave the Great Pumpkin his official title, as he's the only cat I have right now with a name. On the 70th day, I made my enchanting table, and from trading, I have plenty of bookshelves. But we had a problem because I forgot I needed lapis, and to get lapis, I needed a cleric villager, and for that, I need blaze rod. Gosh, this is too stressful for me. So I went for the bastion in the hopes to find a blaze rod. I didn't find any, but I found a lot of gold and died a lot. Run the compilation. On day 72, I found a blaze spawner, and when I say it was the worst place for me to be. On day and night of 73, I tried out my third iron farm by following another tutorial in the hopes that this one will finally break the iron farm curse. I went back to the nether on the morning of day 75 and hoped to get that blaze rod. I ran in and got what I needed, then ran out as fast as I could. I started off day 75 by chopping all my trees as I was running low on wood thanks to Lord Ugly Barn himself. And speaking of our Holy King, I went ahead and spent the entire day farming for that sweet, sweet bread. It was so much wheat that my computer was starting to freeze badly, but that's okay because I would soon be rolling through the riches. the day of 76, I happily bunny hopped to my iron farm, hoping that today would be the day I finally got some iron. I was so happy I danced on the burning iron golem in victory. I finished the day off by building some cute hanging lights for the farm. Exciting things happened on day 77 because I traded for some diamond tools and armor, then spent the day enchanting to get the most perfect build I could get at the moment. I also finally killed that annoying baby zombie villager I never did anything with. POV, you're the fish. Back to trading and enchanting all day 78, but I did end up naming my first ever cat Lecky because it was the first thing that I had in mind. Don't ask me what it means. In the underground dungeon on day 80, and I explored it for the entire day. That portal is harder than it looks to find when the dungeon is floating in midair. Apparently the creepers were really out to get me today because they were everywhere. I swear the creepers and the dragon were definitely working together on this. Still searching for the portal on day 81, I was sick and tired of seeing these ugly gray walls, but it was such a long walk here I wasn't leaving until I found it. And I did just that. I was celebrating when a swarm of silverfish tried to stop me from getting in to take a look. They just kept coming and tickling my feet, and I do not like to be tickled. But I finally made it, and there were no eyes already in there. Fantastic. That meant I had to go where I headed the most, and this time they had heavier bodyguards for me to get around. But I ran in like there was no tomorrow, and oh my god, I almost fell with all this diamond stuff, but I'm fine, I made it. Whew. It was a close battle this time, but I survived. I took a run for it without turning back. Sadly, I had to go back to the Nether on the day of 82 because I needed to farm some ender pearls. I made a platform for my boys to spawn on. It wasn't a fancy farm, but it worked. I farmed some more nether wart on day 83 so I could start brewing some potions. And that is exactly what I did on day 84, making potions of night vision and strength. Small bunnies need help getting stronger. I expanded Mr. Ugly Barn's population on day 85. Don't ask me why I need more crops, but I just felt like it. And that night I was staying up for phantoms to spawn, so I built a tiny little bakery for all my crops we have. By day 87, my bakery was complete. It was small but cute. I used the glow berries I got from the left island and put in some barrels as well. I wanted a cake but I had no way of getting milk. I also crafted some Eyes of the Ender because my plan is to jump through the portal on day 90. I was getting bored of waiting, so I breeded Lucky and the Great Pumpkin. Then I breeded my unnamed cats as well. My army starts now. Those creepers will get revenge. I farmed encountered some phantoms on night 88. It took me a while to realize they weren't spawning because of my cats, but I got their brains, haha. On day 89, I was in the Nether again, building a trading center for some piglins when a ghast wanted to 1v1 me.
Hello?
Of course, I won and then went back to building. I will say this trading village is cute, but a little insignificant. I had some issues with it. The big day was here at day 90 and I was totally prepared. I finished making my last potions and then gathered what I needed. I said goodbye to my cat army and then headed out. But we had a problem because I walked all day and found nothing. I was lost. I also forgot to grab my eyes of the ender, so today will be the new day set to kill the dragon. We finally made it, guys. The big day is upon us and it only took 90 stressful days. My block hands were shaking as I placed all the eyes of the ender into the portal. I won't lie, I was really scared, so let's go. I hear the dragon screaming as soon as I get in, and I know this is going to be a long battle. I already get attacked as I drink my first potion and almost die within seconds of getting there. Just my luck, but that luck will be no more as I sprinted to save my life. My Minecraft bow aim is about as bad as you can get, but I used my horrible eyesight to destroy those pillars one by one. I won't lie, I pretty much missed every shot, but I wasn't going to let that stop me. It wasn't going very well for me as I wasn't doing much damage. But after only 12 minutes he was low on health, so I danced on him as a ruthless tease and then killed him. As you can see, I celebrated big time to show the Endermans who the new queen is around here. I snagged his egg, but oh no, you thought that was it? No, we're going for those wings, baby. The day was going too well because a boat spawned right next to my portal. Can you believe that? No way I can mess this one up. The shulkers were going straight for me, but I wasn't scared of them one bit. I just killed the dragon. Who do they think I am? A pumpkinhead? My life was in danger flying up with those shulkers, and I almost died making my way up to the boat, but my ender pearl skills were just too good for them. And there it was, my wings staring back at me. I was this close, I wasn't failing now. I honestly can't believe I didn't die even once during this. I got some blocks and headed back home. What an eventful and fun day. I looked out my beautiful base, feeling proud of my first ever Skyblock world, but we have more to do. Waking up on day 93, I was beyond happy with the new progress I've made. I had a full inventory, so I cleared it out and also made some shulker boxes. Ooh, exciting. But on day 94, the plan was to improve my base a little bit. I wanted to build a water fountain for my center, so that's exactly what I did. Let's get building. Sadly, my replay mod didn't record, so here's some first-person building action. I put my dragon egg on top as the holy grail. How beautiful. All day 95, I did some simple renovating. On day 96, I moved my sugarcane farm and got rid of that carrot and pumpkin farm. I also added some hanging lights from my treehouse to make it more pretty. Something finally happened on the morning of 97 because I want to use all the dirt I've collected to transform the cobble slabs into a beautiful field of dirt. I gathered all the dirt I had and then got to fixing up the ugly cobble slabs. I did that all night long and I ended up having just enough dirt to fill up most of the sections of my island. In 98, I finally flew my wings for the first time as I was heading to where I left some normal grass blocks. I hesitated a little bit because I'm not a good flyer. I didn't want to lose the new wings I just got with the void, but I eventually took flight. I gathered up everything with my silk touch pickaxe. Oh, what a beautiful sound. I can't believe we already made it to day 99. I planted some trees and then built a tiny hut for my cats to take shelter in during the night. And here we are on day 100. I moved my cats into their hut and then bone mealed the grass outspread. I was so happy with how this world turned out. I spent that night staring at my beautiful island that once was only a few blocks. I really enjoyed playing my first ever Skyblock world. I can see why people to this day still enjoy it. I honestly don't know why it took me this long to try it out, but I think my island turned out pretty great. Still more to do though, as we can fight the warden and expand our island. So if you guys enjoyed this, leave a like and subscribe for 200 days. I'm a new channel, so your subscribe helps boost my channel and finds other people who might enjoy my content. I would really appreciate it. Until next time, Bunny out.